All right, welcome back to the internet. Today I'm going to be talking you through the high-level MCP, why it's not that great, and why you might want to use something a little different. Let's get into it. So I'm about to hire a account manager, and I wanted them to run through my leads and kind of activate ones that are close to closing, reach out to ones that are active, and help them retain on the product. And I was looking through my pipeline, I go, wow, 300 opportunities, that's a gold mine. Until I go, M3 traffic, M3 traffic, M3 traffic. What the? Why do we have so many duplicates here? And so what I did was I went over to ChatGPT, and I'm going to start by explaining what an MCP is, just in case you're not aware. So what an MCP allows us to do is connect high-level into our LLM. So this worked for many other tools, but what I did here is I said, in my sub-account Streamlined Analytics, we have a pipeline called Streamlined Analytics, and we have a bunch of duplicate opportunities. Can you look into this issue and see what's going on? And so what it did is it called a tool. So basically an MCP wraps your API, or in this case, HighLevel's API, and returns you results that you can use to, the LLM basically lets the LLM interact with your data. And so what it did is we looked into that pipeline, and we saw a bunch of opportunity IDs. And so what it did is it found the pipeline ID, and then it looked for a bunch of opportunities. And what it's saying here is that this is the stage where we're getting it the most, which I can actually confirm here. App installed, this is the stage where we're getting this the most, and it says this stage ID, and then Ken Chance has 2 opportunities, Abraham Roig has 1, and another in another stage. And so it's saying, basically, based on this, we can infer that there's about 2,000 total opportunities, and it's probably a widespread issue. And so it's basically saying that probably around 10 to 20% of those opportunities are duplicates. That's awesome. I didn't have to do any math or look into this. It basically just made the estimate for me. But I'm a little suspicious of this result. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure that that's correct because it didn't even identify our M3 traffic duplication. But what we can do instead is we can go to this other MCP, which, if I'm honest, it's actually my MCP. I run this application called Streamlined. You probably knew this watching this video, but basically it's an analytics tool that plugs into HighLevel. And so we pull out all of HighLevel's data, put it in a relational database, and this means that we can do slightly more complex queries. So I'll show you what I mean. I gave it the exact same prompt. In this case, I said, use the Streamlined MCP to answer this question. And the point of this video is basically to demo this MCP and what the power is. And so you'll see here, it's calling tools, and we'll open the cool tool called list. So what it can do is list resources. This is a tool that explains to the LLM, here's all the tables, here's how you can query them, things like that. And then, let me collapse this, maybe not. And then now it's describing the schema. And so the LLM is saying, all right, I want to get descriptions for these tables. And so it asked for opportunities, contacts, pipelines, and pipeline stages. These are the tables that the LLM needs to see. And then that gave it descriptions of all these tables in the columns we have. And now it executed 1, 2, 3, 4 queries against the database. And so these are actual SQL queries. Whereas with HighLevel, we're basically telling HighLevel, give us a list of opportunities, and we're going to try to infer from that, what's going on here. In this case, we're saying, with P as basically this pipeline, select, what is it doing? It's on my account ID, count distinct contacts IDs as unique contacts, and group by stage name, and order by total opportunity. So this is kind of a complex query. ChatGPT, any LLM is really good at writing SQL, so you don't really have to worry about it. And what we found here instead is that one contact has 30 opportunities, several have 20 plus, and many have 5 to 10. And so this duplication is happening across the pipeline, but it's most consistent with recreation of opportunities. And so here's the breakdown. So it's saying for this contact ID, this is the M2 traffic with 30 opportunities, and then 22, 18, 13, 12, 12. And this is much more accurate. These are the exact counts that we actually have in our pipeline, rather than just like an estimate from the high-level MCP, because the high-level MCP, in order to get this count, it would have to pull every single opportunity, and then using its brain, it would have to count the contact IDs, which LLMs tend to hallucinate, and they're not the best at counting, for instance, how many R's are in the word strawberry. If you know that trick, that was an old ChatGPT trick where it thought there were 2 R's in the word strawberry. So basically, it's saying your pipeline is overcounting, and yeah, it just gave basically the exact counts of that issue. And so this is really the point of having an MCP for Streamlined, is that now we can run relational queries. Because if I show you the dashboards that we have in Streamlined, what you'll see is that for some of these metrics that we're calculating, so we have like very simple things like new contacts, like what count of total contacts were created between March 20th and March 26th. But then we also have different queries like engaged contacts. And so engaged contacts is not something you can pull from Streamlined or from HighLevel directly, because in this query, we're saying take contacts created between, in the last week, basically. But then we're also saying we have a phone call, at least one phone call where the status is completed, or at least an email where the status is clicked, so they clicked the link, or a phone call that was inbound, so they called us, or an email that was inbound, or message inbound, or we had a meeting with this contact over Zoom or something. So there's like a bunch of different ways we're calculating engagement, and this is so much slower when you're using the HighLevel API. I'm not even sure an LLM could calculate it unless you're using a pretty advanced Claude bot or OpenClaw setup so that it can save this data to a database and then aggregate it. But of course, that is subject to context window lengths and issues, whereas this is fully deterministic. And so you'll see that with basically every metric we're calculating, these are things that you need to access the raw SQL to query. And so what I did was I asked ChatGPT which MCP is better. I mean, I'm a little biased, but I told it, I think I said don't be biased. Yeah. So I basically just gave it the context. This is the prompt we ran. We got different responses. Please investigate each MCP and then analyze why the answer quality may differ. And so here it's explaining what I'm talking about. So in Streamlined, we have that full relational model, so it can run queries connecting different tables. This is direct SQL advantage, and so it can run queries like this. And the limitations, it requires correct schema reasoning. Of course, we have that built in the MCP, so LLMs can do it for you. You would never write your own SQL. In fact, I mean, I kind of understand how it works, but I just have an LLM write it. And then we can use, so you need proper joins, and then you basically need your questions translated into SQL, which, again, you can use plain English because the magic of AI, right? And so what the HighLevel MCP has is there's no schema or relational awareness, so you can't join tables or like search for a very specific resource. Trust me, I've used the API a lot, and it is quite limited. And so this means that we just don't have the same level of data quality and kind of query quality that we would have with Streamlined. And so basically it's saying with the HighLevel MCP, it had to infer duplication in its own like context window in memory. And so it's going to miss things, which is why it gave a very rough estimate of total counts and didn't actually have the real counts for how many contacts or how many duplicate opportunities we have. So that's basically the breakdown of how these MCPs differ and why there was a case to build out the Streamlined MCP. Now, I don't actually like to use ChatGPT that much. I've been switching over to Claude, and Claude doesn't actually have a high-level integration. I tried this. I tried lead connector. You might be able to add a custom connector, but I'm not sure. What I did was just add Streamlined as a connector, and Claude Opus 4.6 is far smarter than ChatGPT. And so what I'm going to ask here is, can you please look at the Streamlined MCP? And what I want to know is if a contact, if their first communication is an inbound phone call. So for people that call us if that phone call is maybe status voicemail, or if it's only a few seconds or doesn't have a duration at all, what I want to figure out is how long on average it takes us to call that person back. So you should look for the time difference between that first inbound phone call or the contact being created and then our first outbound call to try to reach back out to that person. And also tell me what percent of those people do we actually call, and break this down by sub-account. I want to know which accounts are doing a good job of calling people back and quickly, and which accounts are really doing poorly. This is something you would never be able to do against the Streamlined or against the HighLevel MCP, because this requires complex joins. Of course, you heard me explain like how this actually works. And so it is very complicated. So it's going to have to build like complex queries to run this. So let's see what it does. So right now it's thinking. And just to look at this reasoning, so basically this is its internal process. So it's getting the schema, and this is what that looks like. So we have all the tables available in here: appointments, calendar, groups, calendars, phone calls, events. And then it's going to ask to explain certain tables. So we want to see phone calls, contacts, and account tables. And then that'll return descriptions for all of these, along with the columns we have and optional values for enums, things like that. And then it's going to try to think about how to craft that query. Of course, you don't have to think about that. You can just say, here's what I want to know. And so here it ran execute query, and this is the query that it gave. So with first inbound as contact ID, account ID, created at for the phone call, status, duration, holy shit. And then it's taking, I guess, a good sampling of accounts. Oh, it's excluding certain accounts. Missed first inbound as. So this is that query that it's running. And then this is the result that we got back from the API. So we can see for alpha detailing, total missed inbound contacts is 4. MIT contacts called back is 1. And then that means a 25% callback rate. Average callback hours is 49. So we called back one of them, and it took us 50 hours to call them back. And we could see atomic reps. We can see that. And these are all of the different sub-accounts and their breakdowns. And then it's going to, I guess, put this into a chart for us. And yeah, so missed inbound contacts, called back is 17%. Median callback time is 3 hours, so not bad. Called back within an hour. By the way, you could break this down by assigned user if you have multiple sales reps or pipeline or lead source or whatever you really want to see. And here it gave us that breakdown. So we have every account, we have missed, callback percent, median speed to call someone back. And yeah, I mean, this is honestly amazing. So I'll note, like, you could technically do this yourself if you had a Postgres database and you had all your data from HighLevel in that database and you could run queries against it. Only issue is syncing that data, which in the age of AI, obviously, like, running these queries, building dashboards is pretty commoditized, which is why at Streamlined we focus on getting that data integration layer 100% right, pulling data and making sure it's correct all the time. So yeah, this is that breakdown. And then we could also get it to build a dashboard. I'll just mention really briefly. Can you tell me about the utilize API MCP endpoint and how you'd use this to build any dashboard for me? So basically what it can do is, if you have an API key that you could create in the app, we can use that same like execute SQL endpoint and just build a custom dashboard. So if you use Looker Studio or Retool or basically any, or Lovable, Claude Code, any tool really can build you a dashboard just using the API, because you create an API key and then you just run raw SQL but against that, and you can build anything and it would be live. Live data as opposed to having to ask every single time. So yeah, that is basically everything with how this works. Now, I'm going to show you how to integrate this with Streamlined. Of course, if you're not a customer of Streamlined, click the link below, go to the website, you can request access. You might be able to book a call directly, depending on our availability. But I'm going to show you how to integrate this. So in Streamlined, if you go to the integrations page, then you'll see that we have our MCP connections listed here. You can use ChatGPT, you can also use Claude, or you can even use ClaudeBot or Cursor or Claude Code, or basically any MCP, any LLM that supports MCPs, because we have API-based authentication or OAuth-based authentication, whichever works for you easiest in your use case. However, for ChatGPT and Claude, it's required that you use MCP. So what I'm going to do, or OAuth, and I'll show you how that works. So I'm going to get rid of our ChatGPT connection just to show you how to set this up. Now for ChatGPT, if I go to settings and then apps, we can see we have this Streamlined app. I'm going to disconnect this really quick just so that I can show you how to integrate, and maybe I can delete this as well. And this is going to work almost the exact same in Claude. Okay, so it deleted. So I'm going to go create app. We can just call this Streamlined. The description, I don't really need one. And then the URL, it'll be listed in the description once I get some docs out for this, but it's going to be gateway.streamline.so/query/MCP. And the authentication is going to be OAuth. This is much easier for Claude because all you do is enter this and then a name, and then check this box. It's going to put you into dev mode, which is annoying because Claude doesn't make you do that, but we'll hit create. And then that should, I believe, just redirect us straight to the authentication page. And here we are on that authentication page. So it's going to say ChatGPT wants to query your CRM data, and we can click allow access. Now this is going to redirect us back to ChatGPT, and it'll say connected. Just like that. And now we have Streamlined here. Can you hit the Streamlined 8 MCP and tell me what we can do with it? So that's really all there is to it. Of course, Claude, I'll just show you that briefly. So here we would go settings and then connectors. And I would add a custom connector. We'll call it Streamlined or whatever you want. Enter that same URL, gateway.streamline.so/query/MCP. And you can just hit add. We don't need to mess with these advanced settings, and that'll connect you. That's all there is to it. And of course, now it's working perfectly. So yeah, that's all there is to it. And then, of course, you saw me do this earlier in our integrations page. Once I refresh this, ChatGPT will also show up. Then we can manage these connections. We can see who created them and when, and then we can delete them if we need to. So yeah, that is the overall feature. Please let me know if you have any questions, and let me know how fucking excited you are for this sick-ass feature. I know I am over the moon because this changes the way we build dashboards. Up to this point, dashboards have been kind of like using this visual builder, which I'll show you. So if I go back to like metrics, and then I'm going to click edit here so we can enter edit mode for our dashboard. And here we can see configuration. So we can see, I was showing you how this engagement worked. And so in this case, we have to like click around to enter all of this stuff. But in the future, we're just going to get an LLM to write your whole query and basically build out your entire dashboard for you. And we'll have way more power, and it'll be faster queries. I know it sounds just too good to be true, but that is the reality because we have AI that can just query our database directly and securely. It's only going to show you your data. You don't have to worry about other people seeing your data or other people's data dirtying up your data. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to let you go, and thanks for watching. If you're not a customer already, make sure to click the link below, and I'll see you there.